Hey, welcome back. Simon Lees here again. Got another guitar lesson for you. Now, this one's a bit of a niche thing. It's to do with pick scrapes. What is a pick scrape? Well, let me demonstrate. If I just get a bit of sound on the go. Cool. Okay. Pick scrapes sound like this. Now, why on earth would you want to make that noise? I just like the sound, I always have done. Examples of pick scrapes, I mean, the best one that I can think of, which is mind-blowing, is at the start of Crazy Train. Randy Rose makes this noise, and it sounds like glass shattering in slow motion. It's just unbelievable. I don't know how they got that sound, because that's not a standard pick scrape. I mean, you've just heard what that sounds like. But yeah, I'm going to kind of show you how to do that and what you got to try and do. Now, the plectrums I normally use to play are these things, which are the Jim Dunlop small stubby plectrums. They're only just big enough to kind of hold, but they're 3mm thick. And they're absolutely useless for doing pick scrapes, but it's kind of because they're great for everything else. I tend to use these, but yeah, they're quite. The problem is they're too thick to fit into the grooves in your strings. So what you want, I mean, what I do if I'm doing any recording and I want to get a perfect sort of pick scrape, the first thing you need is a thin plectrum. But also you want one that's made of a kind of shiny material. So, I mean, something like these tortoise shell ones are quite good. Now, you might just see on this one, depends if I can get the camera to focus. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to come across. That's had quite a lot of pick scrape action. Yeah, doing the pick scrapes does damage your plectrums, so so you might want to just get a few, in stock. This Fender thin one though, this one I've got here. I've tried out a few. I've got my plectrum collection out, and I've tried to sort of pick out the ones that sound best. This one is definitely the champion. For some reason, it's actually kind of curved. And I don't know if that's just got damaged or what, but anyway. So it's a shiny material, a thin plectrum, so that it fits into. It's sort of when you hold it against the coils of the string, you want to get it so that the long edge, if you like, which is the edge that normally points towards the tuners. You want that edge sitting kind of equally on top of the fat E and the A strings, because those are the ones with the biggest coils. Those are the ones that make the most noise when you do the pick scrape. They're great. You want it so that it's 90 degrees, or say it goes the same way as the bridge or your tailpiece, or just in line with the pickups. You want it 90 degrees to the strings. So I say, when I'm playing, so if I'm holding the plectrum the usual way, I just point my thumb downwards, and then I just hold it so that that edge, which normally faces towards the tuners, is sitting right on top of those two strings there. The plectrum itself has to be kind of 90 degrees, as well as sort of going across the strings that way. It has to be vertical, so that's the best way to get the edge of the plectrum to just sit into those grooves on the strings, so you're going to get the best effect. Now, I see people having to go at pick scrapes, and a lot of the time it's quite sad to see done badly. I hate seeing pick scrapes done badly. It's not supposed to be an afterthought. It's something kind of deliberate, and you're trying to create an effect, so the effect that you want, it's not like it's not a swipe, it's actual. You want that sort of sound. So you might only move your plectrum. You might only kind of scrape down the strings a couple of inches, but sorry, it sounds better with my rhythm sound on B. Yeah, so that's the kind of sound you want. So that's how to do it, So I'll say, you can say, I point my thumb downwards, so I'm sort of twisting my hand that way, and I'm not having to adjust anything, I'm not spinning the plectrum round as I'm doing that particularly, but the point of the plectrum is now kind of pointing upwards, so and so that part of the plectrum is pointing towards the floor, so that's the way around it. I sometimes see people trying to get the strings kind of either side of the point. No, you don't want that. I've hardly used this plectrum on account of the fact that it's kind of bent, but now I've done a few pick scrapes with it. It is starting to get a little bit frayed on the edge. So again, I don't know if that's if I can get the camera to focus on that, but yeah, it is a destructive thing. What you can do, especially if it's a thin plectrum, which is what you want, you can always get a nail file and get the rough edges off, and then it'd be good to try it again, but plectrums don't cost the earth, so just get yourself a few of these. But that's the sound, and I say it's just something else you can do on the guitar that you can't do on any other instrument, and again, just plugged into a guitar amp with a bit of distortion, that's all you need. You don't need anything fancy. You can kind of follow through. You can sort of, if you want to finish the pick scrape with a chord, get your left hand ready so that it's ready to play the chord, and then you can sort of. I'm not pressing the strings down whilst I'm doing the pick scrape, and that doesn't particularly help, so. But as soon as I want to play the chord, that's when I press the strings down. So that's it. Yeah. So I say just to summarise, keep everything at 90 degrees. Keep the plectrum pointing straight up and straight down, and you want the way the plectrum's sticking up, as the way you're holding the plectrum, you want that to be 90 degrees from the strings as well. Keep it all like that, and it'll sound great. So if that's the sound you've been looking for, or you might have heard that on a record and thought, how the hell do they do that? Now you know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.